I was on my way to get breakfast tacos this morning, and my gosh darn breakfast got ruined because power steering decided to go out on the 96. All of a sudden I lost my power steering, so I get back home, turned right back around, belt was loose, figured it had just popped off. Well, nope. This whole tensioner here is all cattywampus, so bought a new one. We got the Napa part 38140, and we're gonna replace that. To replace the belt tensioner, which is what the problem is, you're only gonna need a couple tools and probably 10 minutes of time. I used a 3/4 inch socket, the shorter the better. I used a 5/8 inch open-end wrench, and then I also used a cheater bar when I was taking off the belt tensioner itself, the main bolt that holds it on. You don't have to use that, it just makes it a lot easier. And then when you put it back on, you can use it to tighten it down and then finish off tightening it by hand without the cheater bar. This is your belt tensioner right here. This is on a 7.5 liter. So all you have is a bolt right here, and it's self-threaded back into this housing. So this is a 3/4 inch. So you're gonna twist it that way, and it's gonna take it off. You're gonna put it back on, and then we're going to use the 5/8 inch wrench to adjust this guy to be able to get the slack and everything out of this. Here we go. Here's the new one compared to the old one that you can see down here. One thing I don't like about this replacement though is you can see on here it doesn't have a lip on the sides of the wheel on the side of the actual pulley, whereas this one has a lip kind of hold the belt on. I know there's another pulley right here coming off of the water pump that'll hold it in place, but still kind of wish that this had it on there. Whatever, we'll see if it works. If not, we will take it back and get a different one. And on this, I actually switched to a 1/2 inch drive, and I'm going to use a cheater bar as well. It's just self-threaded on there, back into the back of this housing, so there's no nut or anything that you got to take off. So you can kind of see, maybe it's better from this angle. Oh yeah, look at that. So I'd been having a little bit of a chirping sound on this guy, but you can see it just ate it up and then ended up melting it. So you got all the belts kind of on there for the most part. I'm not putting a ton of pressure on it. I'm just using the cheater bar just to make it easy to snug it down, but you don't have to do the cheater bar when you're putting it back on. I'm just doing it nice and gentle. And we'll check it by hand. Yep, good to go. We'll use this nut right here and kind of mess around with being able to actually get the belt on there by twisting the socket on there with the ratchet. I grabbed a bigger cheater bar, and I say bigger, just a wider one to be able to slip over this open-ended wrench. So you're taking your cheater bar and you're putting it on the wrench and you're pushing it towards the passenger side of the truck, and you can see the belt tension loosen, and that's how you slip the belt over all the pulleys. So you just got to make sure that it's all lined up on that water pump pulley, and then on the pulley on the actual tensioner, and then on your AC compressor pump, and then also down there. So there it is. All right, everything's tightened back up. We're gonna go ahead and start her up. All right, so like y'all saw, that was like literally 10 minutes. It's a 3/4 inch socket, a 5/8 inch wrench, possibly a cheater bar, and a ratchet, and you can get your belt tensioner on pretty much any vehicle like that, especially the Fords. They're all more or less the same. A lot of them have a thing in here that tell you how to actually route all your belts right there. So if you're lucky enough to have that, you can reference that as well.